Ha 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 ha! Die, you sucker! Get off my clapboard! Get out of here! Look, I don't want to have to kill you, but you can't fly around here right now. Find somewhere else. Hello everyone, and welcome to another card video. Today I'm playing with Neat and Tangled's new February release. It has stamp sets and a new cardstock pack, so let's take a look. This stamp set is called Beautiful Butterflies, and it has exactly that, beautiful butterflies, and they have like little gemstones on their backs. I don't know the physiology of a butterfly, so I'm not sure what that's called, but it also has wonderful sentiments like, hello beautiful, I treasure our friendship, look how much you have grown, your friendship lifts me up. It's fantastic. And it also coordinates with a previous stamp set that was released called Moon Magic, and that too has a beautiful moth-like butterfly, moth or butterfly depending on how you color it really. And then this does have a coordinating die available to cut out your butterflies. The second stamp set that is being released is called Geometric, and I absolutely love geometric stamp sets, the basics like simple circles and triangles, because they're so versatile. This one is exactly that, and I have a couple of ideas for this set, but this one's called Geometric, and it does have coordinating dies available to cut everything out. This release also comes with a pack of cardstock with beautiful colors. So let me show you what's in the pack. Let me turn it so that I can read all the names. These are all Basil smooth cardstock, which Basil makes excellent cardstock. So this one's called Marmalade Blast. We've got Huckleberry Pie, Grapefruit Bliss, Grape Delight, Blackberry Swirl, and we've got two of those, with several of the Coconut Swirl, also this white cardstock, and it's a great hefty weight. This one's called Cotton Candy. This one's Watermelon Sensation, Candy Necklace, Robin's Egg, and the Piece de Resistance. It comes with a vellum! I love playing with vellum. So I'm super excited about playing with this stuff today, and let's see what I make. So I desperately wanted to use the Delicate Dots background stamp also by Neat and Tangled. So I grabbed one of the white pieces of cardstock from the cardstock assortment pack and cut it to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That's the same size as a A2 size card front. I'm taking a piece of purple tape and applying it to the back just to keep my card front in the middle of the MISTI so that I can reach the entire card front. I'm stamping with VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink just to get a very nice crisp black background, and I usually stamp it several times, so I've got two here, but I only need one. I'm taking the coordinating die from the Butterfly Beauties stamp set, and I'm cutting it out just from the background, straight from the background, and I'm trying to situate it so that I can get two entire butterflies cut out from the background. I am going to be using these pieces, so I'm setting them aside for now. I did not want my butterflies to be flying in the same direction, but it's tight, but you can situate both of the butterflies on an A2 size card front. Once I had both of the butterflies cut out from the background, I wanted to cut the same butterfly two times from a piece of black craft foam. Now I cut my craft foam down to fit behind my card panels, so they're a little bit small. No matter, I'm still going to use those pieces probably to pop up another card on another card. So this is how I'm going to actually pop up the butterflies in my background, but we're going to set that aside for now. Love it! I'm going to use that same VersaFine Nocturne Clair ink just because it's really sitting on my desk to stamp a butterfly. I'm using Neenah 110-pound cardstock. I'm actually not going to use my Copic markers today. I'm going to use my colored pencils. To get some inspiration, I searched Pinterest for butterfly photos. So I have an inspiration photo and I grabbed some of the colors. I do have a POLYCHROMOS color map for you to use. If you do not enjoy watching people color, especially with colored pencils, please feel free to skip ahead. Colored pencil coloring takes forever, okay? I'm serious. Take your time. It really is important to get a good colored pencil coloring. Of course, I am still learning just like everything else, but it takes a long time. So have patience when you're using your colored pencils. It will go a long way. When I hold my colored pencil, I really hold it with a light touch as well. So not only am I taking my time, but I'm also really laying down a very light layer of colored pencil. So I did speed this up because it just would take forever to show you guys even a portion of the coloring. So I'm only using, and let me say this, that with my colored pencils, I feel a lot more able to experiment with color with colored pencils than I do with my Copic markers. I'm not sure why that is, but when I have my colored pencils, I feel like I can mix any two colors together. So I really truly enjoy using my colored pencils because of that. Also, I love the way that they look. I don't use Gamsol with my colored pencils. I used to, but I really like the look of colored pencils. There's something nostalgic about colored pencil coloring that really just makes me feel happy. So I don't blend out those lines that I love so much. I don't even have Gamsol in my craft room. After I colored the colors that I chose, I wanted to add a lot more black to this image than what was there, and I didn't want to color it. I wanted it to be thick black. So I grabbed one of my Copic markers, and you're typically not supposed to use your Copic markers with VersaFine ink, but I didn't care. I just wanted it to be a thick black. I wasn't blending anything. I was just literally making it a thick black line. So that's what I did, and I did that on both sides to have symmetry with the butterfly. Then I added some Jelly Roll white gel pen on the circles that were placed there for me, and then I added some dots along the bottom just to match the inspiration photo that I chose from Pinterest. Once my image was all colored up, I used the coordinating die to cut it out, which was really simple, but I did want to tape it down on both ends just to make sure that it didn't shift. I have to say that I've never used my special black Copic marker. I always use the upper C's, the C9 and C7 and C5 to color black. So I'm really happy that I found a purpose for my special black marker. Now that I have my butterfly beauty all cut out and ready to go, I need a sentiment. So I grabbed the cardstock pack and grabbed the black that I always like to use. I love white heat embossed sentiments on black. It's just that contrast. I really enjoy that. So I prepped it with the EK6S powder tool and stamped the "Don't be afraid to spread your wings and fly" sentiment, also from the Butterfly Beauties stamp set. And then I used my Ranger white embossing powder to heat emboss it. Once I had all the embossing powder nice and melted, I knew I wanted to cut my sentiment down into a strip. So to do that, I used my Fiskars Wire Guide paper trimmer. The wire guide just helps me keep the strip nice and symmetrical on both sides. It does not, however, help me keep my sentiment straight. I'm using some liquid adhesive to apply the background panel that I previously stamped to my card base. Can you believe it? I'm using a white card base. This is like multiple times this month. I'm also using the same liquid adhesive to apply the craft foam and the piece that I previously cut out, the butterfly pieces, and then I'm going to stick them back into their negative little home that I cut out. The black craft foam being behind them really helps them stand out, and I love the way it looks.
Just slap it in there.
To pop up my beautiful butterfly, I used Scotch 3M foam tape and adhered it into the center of the little trio of butterflies. I did the same thing with my sentiment strip, adding more foam tape on the sides than I did in the center. I scored my card with Teflon bone folder, and then I wanted to add some of these sophisticated enamel dots. I love the size of these enamel dots. I have nothing like this in my collection, so I added quite a few of the sophisticated enamel dots to my card. The smallest one gets a little lost, but that's okay. I really like it. I really like how the card turned out. Coloring butterflies is always really fun because there's so many colors. There is no right or wrong color when you're coloring a butterfly. So I hope that I've inspired you to create something today, and until next time. Find me or find Neat and Tangled on social media. We love interacting with you, and I'll catch you guys later.
There's no store that makes me this happy.
Yeah?
picture?